Amber, and I'm back with another video. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I made this really cute, kind of chubby and short loaded paper bag. So it can be called a loaded pouch, a loaded bag. I know that these were going around, years and years and years ago. Tons of people on YouTube were making these, sending them out for snail mail, and that's exactly what I'm doing here. I took this beautiful collection by Dear Lizzie. It's called It's All Good. And what I did is I made it more into like a pouch than a bag. So I'll show you how I did this, but on top here there's an opening, and there's actually two different sections where you can stick goodies. And I kind of made this with sharing paper samples in mind. So you can slip them in there and share samples of your papers. And then I put lots of the die cuts from that collection and just decorated the front. So cute with all the pinks and yellows and greens and oranges that this collection has. I just absolutely love it. And then I just put some on the back, but it's really easy, and I'm going to show you how I made this using really simple stuff you probably already have on hand. I'd like to thank Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. I'm partnering with them. I was so excited that they reached out to me again because I'm actually utilizing my membership on Skillshare. I'm learning so much, and the great thing about Skillshare is I'm learning up-to-date, trending kind of topics when it comes to my creativity and art projects that I want to create. That's a great place. So Skillshare is an online learning community, and they've got more than 25,000 classes and workshops, all at your fingertips if you become a premium member. So whether you're just curious or you want to go over there for a specific topic, this website is geared toward us creators, artists, anything creative and pretty much that you can think of, creative writing, music. I've actually searched so many things that have been helpful to me. The premium membership, it actually works out to be around $10 a month. So that's a great deal in my opinion, and you get step-by-step instructions and workshops from a lot of really talented artists and teachers. You can also become a teacher if you're really interested as well. So if you click on the link below that I'm going to leave in the description box, you'll be able to join more than 7 million creators learning with Skillshare. And through that link, you will receive a 2-month free trial. So go on over and check it out if you're interested. So let's go ahead and get started on this fun project. So it's super easy. All you need to make this are one of these bags from Dollar Tree. And I got this 3-2 a pack. They're like the kind of long skinny ones. And so let me show you how you're going to use this bag to make that fun pouch. So along with this bag, you're also going to need some pattern cardstock, and this is just scrapbook paper from the It's All Good collection. So first, you're going to need 2 pieces that measure, both of these pieces measure 5.5 by 5. So it's going to be 5 inches across and 5.5 long. Need a piece that measures 2.5 by 5. And then you're going to need 2 pieces that measure 5 by 5. So the first thing we're going to do is just kind of take this bag apart and disassemble it, and it's so easy. So you see these little pieces on the inside, they're holding the handles. We want to remove those, and they're super easy to remove. Looks like a lunch bag, right? So if you have bags like this that are, already, then you can use that. The lunch bags that you buy from the store, that's fine. You can use it. They're a little more flimsy, but there's some at Michael's, like the Celebrated brand ones. They're pretty thick. But since I had these on hand, I went ahead and used these. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is take your bag, and you see these gussets that make it a paper bag. We're going to go ahead and seal those so they don't open anymore. So all you're going to do, I'm out of ATG right now, so I'm using wet glue. So I'm just using this Aleene's tacky glue, and I actually picked this up at the Dollar Tree. I was really surprised they had it there. So you're just going to add, don't add like a ton because you don't want it to buckle, but just make sure you kind of get it on both sides to the edge, and then just seal this up. So just make sure you do that for both sides. So once you have both of those gusset sides sealed, turn your bag over to where this little flap is, and you're just going to fold it up just like this, because that's where we're going to put our goodies. We're going to make a pocket out of this. So right now we're just kind of folding it and getting it ready so we can see the size of the part that we're going to mat first. And that is the big part. So I like to take one of my 5.5 by 5 papers, which is the one I like the best because this is essentially the front of your loaded bag, and I'm just going to adhere it down. So again, I believe ATG tape is better for this because you can get it all the way to the edge, but since mine is it's empty and I really need to go buy some more refills, I'm just using my wet glue. So just go ahead and mat that, and we're going to do the same exact thing for the back. So cute. And then what you're going to do is you're going to flip this up, and you're going to add glue to both ends. So just take your wet glue and inside. So now that we've closed those gussets, the inside is kind of just like a envelope, like a pouch, not a bag. But we've got these like flaps right here to worry about. That and that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 2 pieces of pattern paper to separate and sandwich those flaps. And so there's 2 different pockets in there. So all you have to do for that is just add some wet glue. So I'm going to add it to this side of my paper because I want the other side to show. So I'm going to just add some wet glue on here, and I'm going to add some on this as well. So both sheets just add a little bit of wet glue. And the reason you're going to use wet glue for sure for this part is so it's easier to work with. So then you're going to go ahead and take your little pouch, open it up, and with your first one, just slide it in there and bring it all the way down into the bag until the top of the paper meets the top of those flaps. See how that meets right there? And you'll have some time to work with it since you use wet glue. So you're going to have a bunch of the middle part with the glue exposed right now, but this part, is going to be adhered to the flaps. Because then you're just going to take your other sheet and put it in on the other side of the flaps. This gets a little messy because it's wet glue, but so do the same thing, slide it down until it is even with the top of the flaps and even with the other paper. A little bit of glue. It can get a little messy, but now there's no glue exposed, and let me wipe my hands real fast. There's no glue exposed, and there's just 2 pieces of paper sandwiching those annoying flaps that are in there. So I like to take my bone folder and kind of just go in there and burnish it. Burnish both sides. Okay, so now we have our little pouch, and there's 2 different sections, if you can see that. 1 and 2. And there's cute paper sandwiched in the middle. So now we just have to decorate this, and I love using all the ephemera and everything from the collection to decorate. So here's the ephemera pack. I think I'm going to open this part and see what we can do. Okay, so I wanted to show you something cool that I did with this one. I like how you can see the die cuts that I'm sharing, and what I did is I clipped them to these really big gold paper clips, and that way they're getting 2 of those paper clips and some die cuts, and I can fit a ton more stuff back there, and of course more stuff inside the pocket. So I'm going to do the same thing for that, and this is where I got them. I got these, they're called Mega Clips in the gold color, and I got them at Staples. And so I'm just going to take out 2, and this is going to look so cute because then you can stick your die cuts that you're sharing down in there like this, and they will be showcased. So cute, right? Okay, so let's see. Oh, so you can stick it like this, right in there, and that. So there's 4 die cuts that I shared. Put that like this. And then of course the paper clips. And inside the pouch itself, I think I want to share some paper samples. So I've got these 2 now that I've made, and I have a bunch of the paper left. So what I want to do is cut down some 4x6 samples of some of this paper, and then also include some other goodies. Okay, so now what we can do is just fill these up with some goodies. So I cut down some paper, and I'll put some in each one. That's cute. That one. So I'll take one of the pouches. So there's, like I said, there's 2 sections in this pouch. One here and one there. And stick the paper samples in there. And then I have these cute doilies that I got at Michael's. So I'm going to stick these doilies in the front, kind of peeking out there. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some more of the paper and make some cute envelopes and stick those in there as well. You can also put embellishments. So I have this cute little pack, and stick it in like that, and then stick your letter in there. So there's this one, and then the one that I made before, let's go ahead and stick the cute paper in there as well. So I'm going to put this in the back section, stick it right in there. I think it's fun having the 2 different sections. And then I got these doilies from Michael's also, so we'll just stick those in. Sticking up kind of sideways. Okay, and then I've got some really cute embellishments. So I'll just stick in like this. And it's kind of getting chunky now, so I'll put them in. I'll make some envelopes out of the paper, as I mentioned. Put them back here, and then my letter in there. Okay, so there's my 2 loaded chubby pouches. And I hope you enjoyed this video. This idea is definitely not my own. I've been making these for a long time, and I just decided to do kind of this short, compact version and take away the gussets to make it more like an envelope. And I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Another big thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring, and I will see you all very soon in my next video. Thanks again. Bye.